This video is a very short video, but it's entitled Common Devices and Their Widths and is a companion to Chapter 11 of the book So You Want to Learn to Use HTML and CSS by James M. Renault, PhD. I'm Dr. Renault, and I'll be taking you through this brief presentation. When we're trying to make adaptive, responsive CSS that responds to the various devices that it can be displayed on, so that a page looks good on a smartphone, looks good on a tablet, looks good on a screen, looks good on a printer, that what we kind of need to keep in our mind, the easiest way to think of it is how wide is the device? You know, most devices are used either landscape or portrait, kind of like your computer screen, but the width of the page is, if we can get it to fit nicely in the width, then the length people can scroll down hopefully and find what they want. With most web pages, people are used to scrolling down, but the width needs to be right, because if they've got to slide back and forth, that makes it very difficult to use. So what we kind of need to keep in our head here is that we need to figure out where these width breaks are. When do we want it to be a smartphone kind of layout? And then when do we want to transition to a medium format like a tablet or a small laptop? And then when do we want to transition into a wide screen or a very large screen device? And these numbers aren't exact. These numbers aren't perfect. You may want your transition to be somewhere else, but these are kind of the transition points that most web developers kind of agree upon. The number 480, you can think of an old iPhone with its Retina display as 320 pixels across. A smartphone is usually somewhere around 480 500 pixels across. Small devices and tablets are in the range of 760 or so big. A large tablet, a small computer, is in the range of about just under 1,000 wide. And desktop monitors and other monitors are anywhere between 1,200 and 1,900 and 2,200 pixels across. So kind of think about the widths of where your website is going to break from one format to another. And your website may have 3 or 4 breaking points, you know, where you want to transition from this style for a smartphone and this style for a tablet and this style for a desktop. You may even have a style for really huge monitors that lay it out for big monitors over 1,800, 1,900 pixels wide. So typically the numbers that I use are somewhere between 400 and 500 for the transition between a smartphone and a tablet, somewhere between 900 and 1,000 as the transition point for tablet and small computer to larger computer, and then 1,000 or more to be kind of just about anything. But you can very easily put another break there at 1,200 for large monitors. So I wanted to kind of show you this graphic representing the different widths, and then give you this table of numbers of common widths of devices. This concludes video 11B. This presentation is copyright 2020 by James M. Renault, PhD. You can contact me at jim@renejm.com. This work is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial Share Alike 4.0 International License, and I say thank you for watching.